Drake, about to head to my car. Stopped in my tracks, I spotted something unique. What a sight to behold, I need to hear how she speaks. So what's good? You probably hear that on a daily. How about I order you another Bailey? Continue conversating. First, my name is Ant, what's yours? I didn't catch it. Channel red man, cause it's time for some action. Really dig your style, I got a place we can go. Tell me, baby, you're free, cause if you are, then I'm sold. Yeah.
I want you to vibe with me, baby. It'll be alright with me, baby. But we can get high, see the stars in the sky. Just you and I, let the time pass us by. I just want you to vibe with me, baby. It'll be alright with me, baby. My love is innocent, genuine, infinite. I want you to vibe with me, baby. It'll be alright with me, baby. But we can get high, see the stars in the sky. Just you and I, let the time pass us by. I just want you to vibe with me, baby. It'll be alright with me, baby. My love is innocent, genuine, infinite.
It is what it is. Tell me how you living, maybe we can hit the crib. Love the way you look at me, attention's on your lips. Laugh when you say finally before we share the kiss. You bring the color to the canvas that I paint in my head. Not trying to eat the lies, the devil fit me all to my left. Cause then it's off to my steps, long of regrets. Looking at the review, pondering like where it all could've been. Something special in you off the rip, what I sensed. Had to play my cards or at the moment could ghost. Others couldn't view what I had, see through the lens. And so I took a shot and left the night with a toast. Tatted in my mind is your grand. Said you cried cause a man lost my mind to some women. Maybe they ended up friends. We can leave resent out of the diet. Weather the storm, I'm just testing the climate.
I want you to vibe with me, baby. It'll be alright with me, baby. But we can get high, see the stars in the sky. Just you and I, let the time pass us by. I just want you to vibe with me, baby. It'll be alright with me, baby. My love is innocent, genuine, infinite. I want you to vibe with me, baby. It'll be alright with me, baby. We can get high, see the stars in the sky. Just you and I, let the time pass us by. I just want you to vibe with me, baby. It'll be alright with me, baby. My love is innocent, genuine, infinite.
What's good? What's good? How is everyone doing on this lovely Jersey 62-degree day? Shout out to all the naked women out there. I saw you. Because I was looking. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Casting Room, where we go over movie and TV shows. I'm True, across from the table. Mr. Jeff Shears, the plug, a.k.a. Mr. Socks. How are you today, sir?
I was doing good until my motherfucking axle broke, but I was all right. That's it.
This is crazy, man.
Yeah, can't avoid the times, folks. Can't avoid the times.
I mean, might be time, like, if you spend some of that rich money, get that new one. I think that's what that is.
You ain't lying. I was like,
Because I'm contemplating, June, like, what do I want to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm kind of like skeptical. Do I want some new, or do I want to just like, because I'm already missing the car payment, so it's just like,
yeah.
it's not affecting my budget. It may be good to get that back, but I want something new.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's a crappy time to go car shopping. I was figuring that out because everything is up. Inflation is taken care of. Used cars is overpriced. New cars is triple overpriced. If they can get it with all the features that you want. I'm like,
Jeff told you them chips, man. You call it limited basis. They give each car company 5 chips, man. You gotta pay for that up cost because there's only one company.
You are losing out on heated seats. You're losing out on some of the camera footage and stuff that they said it was. This is gonna be standard. My bad. I'm in standard in 2026. My bad. Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. To some point, you can't control the market. They knew this was gonna happen. So. Damn.
Well, at least they gave us something back. Shout out to the plug, as always. The student loans have got pushed back until August, which makes absolutely no sense. But go ahead.
August 31st. You have till August 31st.
Yeah, it makes no sense, man. You're just gonna keep pushing and keep pushing instead of deferring it because there's no money out here. Sorry.
I don't know. I mean, that'll destroy a lot of people's, it'll hit people, knock down some points. Some people can't afford to keep paying it back. We all forgetting about this housing thing that they keep pushing the evictions the same way. They got the government programs and they're calling off the evictions. So it's a tough one, man. It's a tough one.
It is crazy out there. I'm telling you now, you got a job, hold on to it. If you're looking for something new, do that monkey theory. Don't let go of one branch. You got a firm grip on another.
Yeah.
It's not the time, man. It's definitely not the time.
Yeah.
Shout out to somebody on Facebook. I apologize. Let's see if I can find that real quick.
Excuse me.
Right now, if you don't have a family or you think your family is strong enough to deal with the absence, give me 1 second. Walmart is hiring for CDL drivers. Big time. Starting at $95K with experience all the way up to $110K.
Go to your local unemployment offices. Ask them for programs that will help you. If you're interested in truck driving at whatever level, they will help you get licensed. Your class, what is it, A, and then CDLs,
A, B,
and
C.
yeah, whatever it are.
Nigga, you got a tricycle they trying to hire you right now.
Yeah, but there's programs instead of you paying out of pocket, or being stuck to one employer for them. We sponsored you, so you owe us your first 5 years. Like, nah, player.
We'll pay for your class, but you can't go nowhere.
There
and
are
if you
certain
do, you owe us
programs.
money.
Yeah. You got to really be careful. There are certain programs out there. State to state, they all vary. You can go to your unemployment offices and check them out. You don't, go in there and get the information, see if you qualify for something. A lot of people do, but they are trying to pay. Transportation is going to be a big thing. And I'm going to say this and leave it. If you are investing, you need to invest in these transportation companies. Just like gas, they are going through the roof. And they all consolidated, and they're all need fuel. So the big guys, they are moving too. I'm just saying. Food for thought.
Your president doesn't want to open the reserves up so the prices go down so he can continue to pad his pocket. Just putting it out there. Sorry.
Food for thought, man.
Sorry.
Food for thought. Milk. I'd never forget that trucker when he said, and I was watching on TikTok, milk about to be $11. So I'm sitting there like, this man ain't lying. He's spot on.
Keep playing. I wanted to vote Democrat, right? Now you're going to deal with it. All right, let's get this in and out. We got some alcohol to be consumed. Well, not me, but some alcohol to consume, some food. I'm going to consume some food, though. All right, let's get this party started. I want to start off with new shows. And shout out to Apple TV. Boy. Apple TV is going about doing things a lot different than anyone else, any of the other movie stream platforms. Now, you know me, I'm a firm fan of Prime, especially... actually, I'm going to say Prime because one of the shows is kind of connected. So we'll talk about that in a second.
Okay.
But shout out to Apple for coming out with Slow Horses. Now, this is a spy thriller drama that's taking place out in UK. Mm-hmm. And this is about a team of MI6 rejects or no longer wanted men and women who are part of Mr. Gray Omen's team, who himself has been casted out, and somehow they have got thrusted into the spotlight when the second number 2 of the MI6 decided to kind of, I guess you would say, put her foot in the mouth by trying to make this terrorist group look worse than they are by staging a kidnapping of the son of one of the foreign places. Now, this was staged. It was supposed to be kidnap him. It was this terrorist group who had a mole inside of the group who was a cop that wasn't going to let it go past a certain point. So they record him, they kidnap him, and they're going to kill him in the morning. And they're waiting for all these views. They got millions of views, and they're getting a lot of stuff. But, you know, the ragamuffins somehow find out about it
Okay.
by one of the guys who's really good, but he made a mistake because of a lie. And he's one of those guys who can't let it go. He can't let it go. He knows something's going on. We can help this kid. So that happens. And then, obviously, what do you think is going to happen? The guy who was the mole gets exposed by the reporter who went to the wrong guy to let him know there was a mole, who was a guy who's a former Nazi, but now he's one of the big influencers. Sends it to the house, the plug. Hey, listen, we got a mole. They catch the mole. They chop the mole heads off. And now they're going to kill the guy.
For real. Ain't
For
nothing
real.
stopping it. That's it.
And this is going to cause a problem because, again, the guy that they're going to kill is the nephew of one of the big foreign guys. He's the number one, I guess you would say, the Secret Service or whatever. He's their number one head guy in that thing.
And now you need the team of rejects to fix it.
So it started the last episode. There's 3 episodes out now.
Okay.
You have 3 episodes, and now the last episode ended off where you're dealing with the fallout of the mole getting killed. And now that mole is killed, they don't know where they're moving the guy. And obviously, they're really going to kill his guy in the morning.
Now he's really dead. Now they got to do
now
serious
the shit
work.
Really going to hit
right.
the
They
fan.
they couldn't slow work it. Now they got to do
slow work
bullshit.
it. Now,
Yeah.
mind you, this lady who put all this in motion is going to guess who you think she's going to try to throw under the bus?
Of course. Them.
The rejects.
Exactly.
So that's where we're at now. But again, it's full of great actors, great actresses, great script. This is becoming a norm when it comes to Apple TV.
Yeah.
I can say as of now, the morning show, Slow Horses, Severance, which I can't pronounce properly for the world.
You got it. You just said it. Severance.
I said, all right, then
Severance.
we're going to talk about it right after this. But they're putting hit after hit after hit out. Like, they're not, all right, we're going to give you, Disney, we're going to give you whack-ass Miss Marvel, and then, but we got this in the chamber or whatever. So have you had the opportunity to see this yet? Any episodes?
I didn't check it out, but I wanted to. And it was, like I said, it was so much heat. Like, I'm just trying to catch up. I ain't even I'm missing seasons and everything. I'm like, oh, where do I go? Where do I catch time? Where do I catch to do it? This caught my radar because I like the actors. I like the act. This guy here.
Grammy Award-winning actors
yeah.
and actresses, yo.
Oscar. You mean not Grammy?
Oscar,
Grammys
sorry.
is music. It's
Sorry,
like,
I was thinking of Will Smith. Who just got banned for 10 years, allegedly, but
Yeah, so I like the people in it. I like the spy dramas. I like that. And once I found out, it was like, oh, it's about a group of rejects. Everybody messed up in some way. And I'm like, oh, they're going to split this. I was like, let's see how they do it. Apple is on a kick. And you knew when I knew Apple was on a kick when they announced their first shows. And their first set of shows was a smorgasbord of what's going to stick. They gave you the morning show. They gave you C.
Yeah, that was.
They gave you Ted Lasso came in, I think, a little bit later, but Ted was there. They gave everything was there. You had the drama, the dystopian action.
And it all started with the phenomenal actors and actresses.
Right. But they threw money behind the budget. It wasn't no CW shit where, somebody got a tinfoil background on the green screen that a homie's holding with, sewn together pieces. C was great. C, I when season 2 came out, I went back and watched 1 and
Just
catch up.
Yeah.
And, Ted Lasso was, told you that was fire. You
That
caught up
shit's
on that shit.
hilarious, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Hilarious.
but the morning show, I didn't get into the morning show yet, but I knew it was gonna be fire just from everybody's there and everybody love it.
The actors, you know what I mean? They just got all the heavy hitters. Like you said, they really put a good budget behind
They
it.
putting money behind it.
I guess you would say they would have to be the Marvel of writers and actors of drama. That line of because Marvel's, it's superhero type situations, putting good scripts behind good actors, good action. But from a drama standpoint, it looked like that's what Apple's doing.
But it's you see why they're doing it. Excuse me. They want your money. They want your time. They're going to get you on a subscription basis. They're about to get you the phones.
Plus.
They're about to get you on them phones for subscription. Hey, no, here's 2 G's. Let me get the new iPhone 84. Nah, homie. What you're going to pay is $88.99 per month. And we're going to let you get 2 free shows and this new phone. Don't get it twisted. They know how to get it. They like that. They like that Amazon format. Amazon coming from the back and they had to buy a studio.
I wanted to get into that when we talk about From.
I mean, we can get back into it, but I'm just saying.
It tunes in.
I'm just saying, you see what they're doing.
Got some heats.
We got you heat. We got you to watch it. We got everything you can watch it. You want to watch it on your phone? We got you. You want to watch it on your computer? We got you. You want to watch it on the piece that hooks your TV up? We got you. We got you all the way around. The whole Apple home. Everything is there. Their quality is fire. This is Netflix on steroids. Because Netflix
they'll give you some duds every once in a while, but I understand that.
But Netflix will give you a bunch of duds from around the world for a while and give you some shit.
Give you some heat. I feel you.
Netflix literally throws the stuff at the wall and sees what sticks. And they'll be like, yo, we didn't even know what that movie was about. We just saw 2 Koreans fighting, and he was like, you know what? They're going to love this shit. Yeah, and he was like, what?
Squid Game 2 fucking come out, boy.
But that's what I'm saying.
Shit.
But that's what I'm saying. But Netflix ain't producing 7 hits in a 2-year span.
No, not at all.
And they're series. They're not, here's a movie. Now you don't get nothing about it, so you don't hear shit about it. So
they better come out with Sweet Tooth, man. That shit was fire.
That's what I'm saying. But look,
fire.
Look, this is like Netflix on steroids. Everything that you get in here is good. Slow Horses I want to see. I can't wait for Ted Lasso season 3. I need C season 3 to come back. I need oh my God, what is it? Severance.
What we talking about?
Did we get the Severance?
Let's get out of here. Check this out. This is again well done, great script, great actors and actresses. Definitely put this on your calendar. All right, so we talked about it, and I got a bone to pick with this.
Okay, go ahead. Now, what you got to say? Because I told you to watch this from the beginning.
You did. I was reluctant, and I enjoy this. I truly, truly do. 9 episodes. My problem is it should have been 6. 7 push. It was a lot of dragging. A lot of dragging between like episode 5 and 6. It was a run on. Same shit. Over and over. Okay, they're not happy, nigga. They're not happy. Okay. They're not happy. Come on. All right. So, again, Apple. Great script. Great actors and actresses. Different plot. And you think of a way to come up with the amount of scripts and stories that are out there just waiting to be purchased, screened for TV, and film, movies, whatever it is. It's abundance. All right? This is a show about individuals who are going through things in their life, and they're choosing to take part of, I guess you would say, a procedure that will allow them to separate themselves when they're at work compared to when they are at home.
Right.
My thing is, maybe you can help me with this.
Go ahead.
I still have no idea what the fuck they doing at work, because that they haven't really said it. They're just at work.
Now, that's the kicker. Each department doesn't know about each other, except for these fools that went around and found other departments, because they're human still. We're going to wonder. We're going to think. Even though we don't remember any of the other stuff, we still have these intuitions to follow and think. I don't know if they're controlling other severed people. Because as you watched all the episodes.
Yeah.
So you saw... Could they condense it down to 7?
Should have been.
Yeah, I can give you that. But they
2
gave you a lot of
episodes.
backstory stuff for you to build on and stuff that'll probably show up in season 2.
I was the last episode did everything they did in the last 2 run-ons episodes that they had.
Right, but it showed you all the background players. So you saw the what's her name's wife, the governor or the senator's wife, and she knows she's severed.
Yeah, she chose it.
Now, see, everybody who's severed, who they think now, is only the employees. They don't know everybody, the other people in the real world that are severed too, like that. And she chose it, right?
Right.
So
this is a procedure that Congress is trying to pass to make kind of law, or to make public to where everyone can do it, because it's a business. Again, and businesses want to make money. So it stars on pretty much 4 to 6 characters. Mark, who's played by Adam Scott, who loses his wife, who we're not sure if she's alive or she's dead. Just want to put that out there.
Well, only because we see her. Yes.
Right. So, who decides to have the procedure because he lost his wife, and the period that he's at work gives him the ability not to think about her.
Right.
You have, I guess, what's the guy's name? Dylan, who we still haven't seen any backstory on Dylan yet. But Dylan does play a major part because he takes a card, puts it in his pocket, but they think he takes it out of the facility. But they know he took it, but they can't find it. Right. So they wake him up while he's at home, which is a big problem because according to these individuals, it's only when you at work, when you take that ride up on the elevator, where the switch from severance to non-severance, work or home severance individual shows up.
Right.
So he comes to work, and now because they woke him up at home, while he as the work character, so now he's at work, so he knows they can wake him up. So what do you think Dylan's gonna do? Dylan lets everybody know, all right? And the killer character is Helena, which I love that name. Helene.
It's her real.
Right.
It's a play on her real
Right.
name.
So it's a play on her real
Helene,
name.
Yeah.
Where she's there, and when I say she is unfucking happy, to the point to where she threatens to cut her fingers off, and she literally hangs her fucking self because she despises this place.
Right.
Now you're going through episode 1 through episode 8. Kind of not knowing her character, you don't know Irving's character, because they keep that. You don't know those characters till episode 9, the last season, where Helena is the daughter of the founder of the Severance, who stepped up and wanted to be Severance to help this process go along, which kind of fits her character, where she threatens her Severance character when she tried to cut her whole fucking fingers off if you don't get me the fuck out here.
Exactly.
And then actually tries to hang herself. But the most interesting character to me is Irvin. So, why is Irvin the most interesting character to me?
I'm listening.
When you see Irvin is the hitman for Severance. His original character is the hitman for the company, for the individuals that retire or that they forced to retire, where you see all the former employees' names and addresses.
Oh,
yes!
Whoa!
Yes!
See? So, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. You know what?
He's the hitman who went around and makes these guys disappear. Remember his background: Navy, Army, military. Yeah, you look at the episode.
No. I mean, you right, and he had the key, but he had everybody's name and map
addresses.
where it was.
Yep, all the individuals.
Everything. Yep, and
the
I guess
last one was the guy that they forced to retire.
yes. So then he retires and he dies in real life, and then
killing
then the newspaper article he had, guy sued whatever. So I guess he was.
Killing
Yo!
Yes, nigga.
So
Yeah.
then, all right, see? You see how you put that together, though?
Yeah.
But now, we didn't put anything together. Remember when they were like, what's micro data refinement? Why are they all in the micro data refinement? It's only
Right.
4 of us, and all we do is look at numbers, and when something's scary, we put it in that box, and we put it in that box. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that that means they probably controlling other people's or cutting off the people downstairs' thoughts. So the
Which
underground,
we gotta wait because we have no idea.
we
and
don't
that's what I
know,
love
right?
about it.
So now look, I think you could stay alive because I don't know how old her dad is.
Well,
Remember, her
it was
dad
her
is
Her
there.
grandfather's the one who started. Her father's there.
Yeah, but her father was like, remember when we had the proto chips,
Right.
And it was lighting up, and you was like, everybody in the world should have it. He said it's because of you we saw it, but nobody else was talking to it. Nobody else was fucking with him. Remember the lady brought him in the room, and she was like, yo, you know your daughter's here, and then he was sitting in the back of the room, and everybody's like walking around him, but I'm like, yo, I think they keep you alive. So
Well-
I don't know if his wife. So here's one thing. I don't know if Mark's wife already had worked for Severance. And then when she died in a car accident, maybe they caused it. You know, then they keep her full time. That's why he knows where the room is downstairs. And, you know, he goes down, whatever. Yeah.
So to back up a little bit, so you have Mark, you have Hella, you have Dylan, and then you have Irvin. So these are the 4 guys that are in this particular department, and these guys are unhappy. So Dylan, again, who gets woken up at home and realizes he has a son, which
Right.
you know is going to be a problem. Mark, who's starting to have second thoughts about the job because his sister, the book, and his wife and his girlfriend, a girl he goes on a date with, he's starting to have second thoughts about being a part of the Severance department.
Right. Because
And-
he's starting to get his
Right.
a life back.
Right. So
He's
then
sta-
you
right.
have Irvin, who's, hey, I'm here. Let's do it. I'm number 1 guy. I'm gonna be here. And then he gets to know one of the people from the other department. And even though it's a male, there's some, love interest things there. And he starts to feed into it. And then the guy feeds back, but then they force him to retire because there's some issues or problems there. So he's having a problem with it. All right. So now, Mark, who's having problems, runs into his original friend who was Severance, but now he's not because he ran into the person who actually made the chip.
Right. She found a
Right.
way
She's who
to
knows how
connect the
turn it
conscience.
off. And he starts to second thought, think everything.
Right.
And they start to catch on, and then they catch him outside, and he gets the head, Mr. Granger, the head security guy, Graham or whatever his name. He gets his card, and this is how they get access to the room. And they need somebody to stay back to activate to turn them back on when they're home.
You know what? You know what? No. Because I didn't put 2 and 2 together that he was a hitman. Remember when they first read the screen, when it was Mark and a girl in there, and they took the paper out before they gave it to the guy. It had all these different protocols: a beehive, elephant, clean slate. Like they can wipe you and clean you. I think they control him as the hitman.
No,
So-
I think that's his.
I don't even think he knows he does it.
No, I think he does because like the dude keeps. Because here's the thing: what you understand, Mark and his wife, Miss Casey, who's the therapist of the if you do something bad, you got to go see her, and she kind of reprimands you from I guess you would say from a mental Capacity Way,
Right.
who's Mark's wife, but inside the job place, she's just Miss Cassie or Casey. And when she gets into that elevator, which is different than everybody's elevator, her elevator went down.
Right.
And everyone else's elevator went up.
Right. They go out to the real world.
They go out to the world.
She stays in there.
She stays in there.
Yes.
And the paintings in Irvin's at his house, every single painting, he painted the same thing over and over again. It was the elevator going down.
Right.
So you might be right as far as the hitman type situation.
I think they use I think they use them to run errands. Yo, we need girl to go there and sleep with them. Tracy, click. You get what I'm saying? And she don't know what she's doing, and that's when they woke. See, it explains everything else. See, you know what? You couldn't do it in 7 episodes because all right. Now that you said that, right, and I totally wasn't even looking at that. I'm just like, oh, is that his dad? Is that his, you know what I'm saying? Not his son, because of the age of the picture. I was like, is that his dad? And, you know, something he loves. But then I'm like, how the fuck you get the map already drawn? You had that shit circled to come up there. And I like how they had the definition of him kind of not know how to drive the car, but he kind of did. Is the key go here? It was like muscle memory. You know, it was like muscle memory. And he was like, oh, hold the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And so I like how they played that off. See, it's like how it comes back. The muscle memory comes back doing this. I think, see, you're onto something. See, every clue that they dropped before was in those other videos. We overlooked them. They sad. Look, you said, nigga, they sad. We tired, but they sad, and they show one other thing. Like he had that hidden compartment in the room, right? We could have cut that motherfucker out. We didn't even need that shit. Nobody thinking about that, right? But now we know it's another place there.
Yep.
I think they offed homie. I think homie killed him. The fat dude, the black guy. I think the fro black guy killed the fat black guy.
I think he still has a value because he also talked about
he had that knife. Remember he would cut that shit? He ran up in there.
He ran in, but it was just more lines to, I think because he talked about the guy's other kids.
Yeah, but he didn't let go of that. He was like, nah.
He tackled him.
Yeah, he didn't let go.
I don't know if he stabbed him out, but the way it ended with that thriller to where all of the job were home and they were trying to expose everything, especially Helly, who was trying to sit there and say, we're not happy. Yeah. We being held prisoners. And then the switch goes back.
They cut her off immediately.
So you have this. It's good, man. I mean, it's very, very good. I still say they could do it in 7 episodes. That's just me. But at the end of the day, this was really freaking good. Yeah. Great script. Well done. And, you know, Mark finds out that his wife is alive. At the end,
I love how he got that off at the end, though.
And then it clicks off.
She's alive, and the sister heard him.
Right.
She gonna put it together. She gonna save him. She gonna save him. That's it.
So, one of the greatest cliffhangers. So, season 1 is done. Again, you have to wait for next year, but it gives you a great opportunity to go ahead and
catch up,
bulge it and catch up,
rewatch. See, now I gotta rewatch the shit and put the shit together because you was like, he the hitman. And I was like, nigga, hitman.
I saw the list. He had all the former names. I was like, oh.
I was like, nigga, he a sailor. I was like, but then I was sitting there like,
yeah, military. I'm like, oh, he the one who cleans them up when they go home because they know too much.
You put that together real quick because I'm sitting there like a fool, like, yo, when the fuck he get time to get everybody's name and shit?
Yeah.
I said, did I miss an episode? I was like, this nigga came out prepared. Like, excuse me. I was like, hold up, these niggas don't know who the fuck to talk to. You coming out like Johnson on 5th?
Yeah.
Hold on, nigga. Hold on. I was like, yo.
So you got 9 episodes of Severance. You got 3 episodes of The Slow Horses. So you got a great couple of weeks. So have a fast. You watch it. Like me and Jeff will run through this in a day. That's just how we do.
Shout out Ben Stiller, man. You did your thing on this, and everything is thrown together. It's really good. I just want to say one thing on it. So when you look at it in abstract terms, right, we'll pull back out of all of the mysteries or the clues. So I got talking to somebody online, and we were going over a thing. It was like, oh, this is like people being okay with slavery. And so hear it. You make another person that goes through your suffering and toils. The people at work were not having fun. They were locked in a room. They couldn't see any other people.
30 minutes for a party.
Yeah.
He was dead, so the guy was in tears.
They had to go complain to get a little chickadee break, and they was like only 2 tokens a day or something. That was when shit was cool. You know, they had to work and toil, and then they get cut off until they get cut on again. So their whole life was on, work, off, on,
There was no
work,
sleeping
off.
at all.
Right. They don't know anything. They had no pleasure.
Nope, no
And
sleep.
then-
They woke up. They were coming back to work.
And it really came together when we saw the mother who was in there with the sister having the baby, the senator's wife. She was like, "What? No, this is the baby had a whole different name. She wasn't cool or talkative to other people." And then we saw her again at the party. What? Yeah, thanks.
Hey.
She was like, "I done had 3 of them like
And
this
she didn't
already."
want- she didn't want to go
She
through
didn't want to go
the
through
9
any
months of
turmoil.
pregnancy, so she turned the other person on to
Exactly.
go through it for her. So again, they clicked her off and she woke up. The baby was there already.
So when you think about things like that, what are they doing? So she's pumping and feeding. The other girl waking up, going partying, drinking, pumping, feeding.
No,
she
none of
can't
that
watch
fucking,
anything.
misery. Yep.
Yes. And the only life that she probably knew was when his sister walked in and asked for coffee. This was why she was so receptive of talking to somebody, because she didn't speak to anybody besides the person who was just popping out the baby with her. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, it goes to layers of it. And I was like, "Ooh, you slick motherfucker." I was like, "I see what you did. I see." I love it, though.
Yeah.
They got
Really
it.
good. No,
They
it's
got
really
it.
good.
I think
Really
they're
good.
going to pick up on your thing, though. So now they're going to they may either tighten and shorten or make it way more detailed and
Well,
long.
you got to, because when they go back to the office, which, they're going to force them to go back to the office, they're going to know what's going on in the outside world. But now they got to trying to cause some kind of division or dividance. And we're talking about, one of the most best, Patricia Arquette's character, who's playing this multiple, who got fired. But now, because she kind of saved the day, they might have to rehire her. And then we have the upper guys.
Yeah, she's
so,
coming
yeah,
back.
there's a lot more stuff into it. So you guys got some time to catch up and go into that. So definitely great story.
Yeah, she coming
All right,
back.
since we're talking about Amazon and all this other stuff, let's talk about this. Now, even though they really haven't got into the explanation of what's going on there.
Wait, did you watch this yet?
Yes.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know you watched it.
Yeah, I went ham. I went really, really ham. Like, after going to see Ray, I was fucked. I was like, I'm just up. So this is a story where everybody from different places in the United States are trapped into this one town.
Right.
And this one town is hunted by demons who poses as human beings who literally eat you from the inside out. It's gory. It's a part of epics. Now, where I want to bring that up is just from the whole point of Epic is part of MGM. This is Epic. This is also King of Harlem, who has, this is part of all those. And now King of Harlem that's a really fucking good show. You know what I mean? So you have that which was purchased by, guess who? Amazon.
Right.
So Amazon purchased MGM. So that's everything they have from a TV standpoint, also from a movie standpoint. Jeff talked about them maybe purchasing the AMC or trying to broaden their horizon because Netflix is throwing hits out, Apple's throwing hits out. They had No Remorse, which the only reason people watched the women because they wanted to see my boy with his shirt off. You know what I mean? But it wasn't a good story. It didn't have a great script. So they have been throwing shit out like, that last Tomorrow, whatever show, which was cool, but at the end they fucked it up.
Mm-hmm.
So they were lacking. You have a perfect platform, perfect situation, but you were lacking. So what did they do? They buy MGM. So again, this is a story that's taking part of a town where, again, everybody from different places in the United States sees a tree. And once you see this tree, you know you're heading to this town. They really hadn't went into a great amount of explanation of why these specific individuals are there.
Exactly. None at all.
None at all. Now, you need a doctor. The doctor's there. They're killing off. But whenever there was a point in the story, I think they're like up to 8 episodes now. There's one more, then the season's over. But there's a part of time where the oldest member who was there from a kid, now he's like 50, 60 years old. He remembers the last time 2 people came into the world at the same time. He knew it was going to be a mass killing.
Right.
So there's a reason for this. Obviously, they're still skeptical on a lot of different things, but it's gory. Again, it has great actors, great actresses, a good script, but it's a little cagey. But I'm hoping, just like Severance, the last episode to really bring everything home. But again, this is another one where it gives you a good opportunity to bulk watch, splurge watch, or you need something to do, date night or whatever it is. It gives you a great opportunity to catch up. I think last episode is next
Sunday.
week.
It's this Sunday.
This Sunday, so you'll be able to, I guess hopefully they'll bring it home. What are your thoughts on this?
There's a big debate out there, so I didn't find too many people talking about From until I found like a couple of YouTube pages.
It was like Epic because it's on Epics.
Yeah.
Epics, that's why.
And I legit found about 3 strong YouTube people talking about it. It's a good show. It's from the creators of Lost. I loved Lost to the end. I liked it. I like the clues and the whereabouts. Things don't match up. Why is it this? I hope it doesn't end like Lost. I said, we got to see what we got to do in episode 10. Cause you're scaring me, buddy. You're scaring me. Now, I will say this. There is a big thing they're going out. Are they aliens or are they in a mystical place, like dimension? Because some people think those creatures are aliens. I said, I don't see how aliens could be there. I was like, maybe everybody got abducted and they didn't know when because everybody was driving on different highways and then they all ran into this tree and they had to back up and they ended up being, getting trapped in this town where they can't get out. But then if it's aliens, why in the hell do these talismans work? I ain't never met an alien story where they was like, hey, this thing right here can beat us. So go ahead and hold that while we go do our thing. No, that's not the way it works. It's something to also do, and this is, we spoil stuff. Everybody in there is sick. And we go back to those things. Boyd has Parkinson's. There's a lot of mental health. The boy who just hung himself, he had, the doctor said he had something. The Asian dude's dad, who they ripped apart, had dementia. They keep mentioning everybody's illness when they died. Johnson hung himself. Well, he had the sugars. I'm like, what? What's that got to do with him killing himself? We see mental health in Jade, the guy who's trying, the crazy guy who's trying to build the tower and hook the connections up. It's like I see a running theme here. Like, if it's aliens, did they just pick up everybody who's sick and see who goes? I don't know. And why can't everybody go to see the boy? I think they're in the spider land now, because remember we had the pictures of the spiders?
Yep.
That's what they're hinting to with the picture. But then I think that could be another colony, because where the little boy and the white go to. Because he got dogs. Now we know other people can see the dogs, because Boyd saw the dogs and got him lost to get to the thing.
But there's also the trees that teleport you to other places.
Now, where's Victor ass at? Where his old ass at? He took a different tree. He went to the new tree. Remember, he was like, go on this tree, and you're going to be there and go back to your brother. Because he know all the trees at, except for that new one. And then it was like, yo, fuck it. We going to the new tree. So it's a lot of things. I can see where you get aliens, when you get the trees and the teleport and, all this stuff. Then when everything else comes, I'm like, nah, man, it's just too much mysticism, and you got giant spiders. I don't think that's alien. Yeah. I don't know.
They got to bring it home with that last episode. You got to give us some kind of explanation. But just to give you real quick, Epics has From, War of the Worlds, Chaplin, Wright has Beretta, back in the golden Roman areas, 3 season. Godfather of Harlem, that's what I wanted to go. Godfather of Harlem. They have Condor, which first season was phenomenal. Second one was kind of meh. And then Domina, Deep State, which was both seasons
Deep State was
were
good, yeah.
So they got a couple of shows, but again, it's also from the movie standpoint, which is why I think Amazon bought them out and other shit they had in the works.
But that's what you do. You buy successful companies that are producing these films or TV shows instead of me paying my budget to somebody to go do it. And if it's a corny show, I done lost my budget because I can't make it back. But if it's a great show, guess what? Do it again. You get what I'm saying? And you hire out. That's why I say that they on their way to they're gonna be
a movie
contender.
with Idris Elba coming out, MGM, Reese Witherspoon, and what a lot of people don't remember, Creed is a part of MGM.
Yes.
Just want to put that out there. So, but check this out. It's good. Keep you entertained. Again, it's gory, blood, guts. I'm talking about guts. So it's not for the faint. It's
First
not- it's not for
episode,
the
they
kids.
killing kids.
Yeah, they killing everything.
They killing
so
kids.
it's not for the faint heart. But
I
definitely,
told
go ahead
you
and
it
give
kept you there.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, it's there.
give it some time. All right, so for those looking for something to do, to watch, you have Tokyo Vice. This is my man from the Replacement Killers. It's out on HBO Max now. There's 3 episodes out. It's in English, but this takes part in Tokyo, but being followed by a reporter, kind of a guy. But so far, from the few minutes that I did see, it's looking pretty good. So go ahead, give you an opportunity, like we always do, to catch up on it, and then we're gonna talk about it. All right, Jeff, where it's at. The show Jeff did not want to see under any circumstances, got forced to watch, and now he's hooked. Episode 2. What did you think?
I liked it. Let me just say,
They picked some fucking phenomenal actors for this one. I'm sorry.
I said it before. Marvel can make a movie. They can make a TV show. You will love it. You will come back to it. The cinematography was good. The fighting was good, or the non-fighting. His acting was good as Steven. They're like, I don't even know how to fight, but you see how I hit him? Oh, he was all super happy. I ain't gonna lie. I like that suit a lot better. So now I see the personalities, how the suits look different. I was like, he cleaned up well. He had the golden things. I was like, yo, you gotta. I was like, we can get something on this one. I was like, yo, I see, and I see how they're gonna try to tie it together. I gotta teach Steven how to fight. I gotta teach my other personalities how to fight. I don't know if they're gonna bring in another personality, because I think he traditionally has 3 or whatever. 5. God damn, 5.
Yeah, 5 personalities.
Yeah, that's too many.
But
Disney,
yeah,
that's
it
too
looks
many.
like from the TV show they're just gonna stick with Steven and Steven and Mark.
Yeah.
They're not gonna go with any more than that.
I couldn't do maybe one more, and I'm like, that one more got to be the last episode before we kick to a season 2 or some shit.
Right.
I
6
was like,
episodes of Moonlight. Go ahead. And then I put my take.
I like it. I like how it shows how the god is a dick. We were waiting for that. How the other it gave the background of the other guy. I used to be in your shoes. Don't worry, he can't do much without without your permission. He's gonna yell and scream. I like how he got a chance to learn all that, and then whoever he's using him, he's not there as a deal. He's only using him so he doesn't get to his wife. I like how we build the whole story around that. Marvel can do it. This is a non-interesting. I'm not saying he's not an interesting character, but this is someone that came out of left field that they're putting together for a whole new series to run of Phase 4.
Yep. They try to tie everything into the next Avengers.
I wouldn't be surprised if Blade hit at the end, because they all run together and the sons of something, sons of whatever. You get what I'm saying? And throw him just like they did the other boy from in Loki. You know what I'm saying? Just throw him up in there. He's not gonna be at the end. Oh, my homie at the end. Homie sitting right there typing up field day. I see Marvel doing that. I like it. I like the whole setup of it. It got me. What you gonna say on it?
what got me on this was when he summoned the jackal from the depths.
I thought he was the jackal.
No, that's the whole
That's
thing.
the thing. Remember, he was sitting there,
we're
like,
still waiting for him
transforming?
to transform, though. That's the part I'm really waiting for.
Okay.
Ethan Hawke's character to actually transform into what? Because remember, they need you
So is he
to
gonna be
do
an
their
alligator?
bidding on. That's what I'm waiting for. They need you to do their bidding on that plane, the Earth plane. 'Cause
Right.
They're not allowed to do it. Now they could do wind and shake shit up, but they don't have any powers outside of their realm
Right.
on the Earth. But what got me is when he summoned a jackal from hell or from the depths, and the jackal was fighting, but the girl couldn't see it.
Nobody can see it. So look, he
Just
was fighting
him.
himself. Yep.
But what I loved about it is when she stabbed it, when she got hit, it affected her. So I like that they
Yes.
took it from not being just in his mind, because that's
Yes.
a twist they could have used, and it would have pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah.
But the fact just because she couldn't see it didn't mean it wasn't alive. Because when she stabbed it and
Yeah.
sprayed on it, she saw the
So that,
silhouettes
the
of it.
silhouette, yeah. But they had to, because then how would you explain him beating it up
Right.
in the bathroom
Right.
when he got fired? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
The bathroom scene and him
Yeah.
being chased or whatever.
And then he looks like himself to everybody. So I was like, can everybody see the suit,
There you go.
or do they just see? You understand what I'm saying? They just see the guy, and then the suit
Well,
around
him,
him.
the Mark or Steven character, you see the suit. I think you
Okay.
do see it because it is him. But the part that's getting me, that I'm waiting for, Steven is the original character.
You think so?
Steven is the original character. Mark isn't. But Mark was alive in Steven long enough for him to get married.
Okay.
So that's the whole thing. Every once in a while, Steven fought back because Mark died and made a deal to come back as his vessel. But he needed a shell to do it.
Right.
And the reason he's keeping Mark at bay is so he doesn't take over Anna.
Right.
So I'm waiting for that because Steven knows too much. It's too much for him that personality just to come out of nowhere.
I thought Steven was fake, and I was like, because they're not saying, they don't never see him talking to the mother.
I feel you.
You see what I'm
I could
saying?
be
Like
wrong on that.
he be having whole conversations,
Yeah.
and I'm like, nigga, that ain't a voicemail, nigga. What you
Yeah, I could
doing?
be
Like,
wrong on that, but I'm thinking somehow, somewhere,
yeah,
Steven is original character, but Mark came back. He took over someone else's body type because when he died, he came back. So that's just my theory, and I could be
Okay.
wrong. But again, well done. And I knew when Marvel had time to really put great script writing and everything, because they showed up in Wanda, and you took it because you knew something. You took it because you knew they needed to do that to tie into this movie that's coming out in about 3 weeks with Doctor Strange, because you're going to see the black girl in her universe, because she's pretty much Miss Marvel in her universe, which is why you saw her fighting with Wanda. And so, you know what I mean? There's so much going on, but they had to introduce her. So, and that was a shaky script, shaky it all. But then every so far, it got better and better and better and better and better. But I still think the best one is going to be She-Hulk because of the actress and how she did Off in Black and played 8 characters, and you believed it.
oh, that is her.
Yeah. So, and the more time you gave them to come up with this shit, the better scripts, better directing, you knew it was going to be Disney plus arm and leg gas prices type shit for you to do, because they did that bullshit. Then they hit you with Mulan, which was trash, nigga. Trash. But you knew this was them just pushing shit out.
But they still broke even. They made their money.
So they
off of
can
that.
get all these good TV shows out.
They made their money.
And remember, it's only 6 episodes. So they're not dragging it on. They're not going to push or whatever.
You don't need to.
You don't have to. But
don't
when they're
need to.
doing it, it's going to be back to back to back to back. You're not going to have 2 or 3 weeks off like you're having now.
See, they hit us with a lot of stuff. We already done got, what do we get, Loki? No, we got Wanda, and we had
Wanda,
Loki.
you had Loki.
No, and we had,
Falcon and Hidden Soldier.
fuck yeah,
You
forgot
forgot
about that.
Yeah.
Then we had the bow and arrow dudes.
Yeah. Please don't bring that back. But you had to do it to tie into Phase 4.
Yo, we had 5 joints.
Yeah, but the bangers, Invasion, you know what I mean? What's Name Wars, all that shit is gonna be the killer. With Nick Fury in the TV, like that's what we really wait for.
Disney price about to go up.
Yes,
I'm
nigga.
sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I don't
Yes.
even know what to say to you.
Nigga, you can't find chicken strips nowhere, but
Disney price. Disney they about to Disney Plus 21 plus your pension form, niggas. Just sign that shit over right now.
Real talk. And they got so many bangers. The only way you can watch it, well, if you're not us, the only way you can watch it is by being part of that.
And they still didn't give you Iron Wars.
Not yet.
That's supposed to been out.
They making sure they do that right.
They developing the little black girl, the Riri. Yeah.
Yeah.
They done gave it to Ryan Coogler.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, come on, bro.
Come on, man.
Yeah, look, oh my God. Yo, yeah, niggas ain't gonna be able to afford Disney
in
Plus.
trouble, nigga.
That shit gonna be more expensive than going to the park. They be like,
man,
look,
trouble. And Amazon sitting there saying we're gonna get you either way. For those niggas who know how to do the fire stick, we gonna get you.
Yeah, go ahead, buy up more fire sticks. We got them on sale right now, nigga. Go ahead.
$5 for this 4K shit.
Yep.
Yo, that cube, I gotta buy that cube. That cube is fire, nigga.
Oh, the cube? Yeah, the cube is serious.
Nigga.
Cube is
All right,
serious.
so check this out real quick. We're gonna get out of here. Nigga, I'm hooked in a way that I haven't been hooked in a TV show since Game of Thrones.
Halo. Paramount hanging in. I'm gonna say that right there.
They had me with Yellowstone. Nigga. That's still my shit.
I still didn't catch up on that
Hey,
one. Yeah.
You talking about, if you want to talk about gangs in London from a cowboy standpoint, this is it, nigga. This is it. Like, niggas is, they taking niggas and, like, savagery, nigga. I'm talking about military. Like that one episode 7, when they showed up on the farm.
Yeah.
That's that type of shit over here, nigga. Cause that military son, that nigga's a savage, nigga.
Yeah.
When that nigga switch go off, that oh my god,
Yeah.
nigga.
Yo.
Woo, but Halo, I was a little hesitant. Again, TV, a TV show coming off a video game. It was popular back in the days, but this is gonna make it popular again. Again, taking a little detour from the, I guess you would say, video game stuff, which they're going to do. So for you guys who are video games and you're mad, shut the fuck up and go sit down somewhere. It's the same thing they did with Game of Thrones. They changed little things. It's just from TV.
It can't be the same.
Yeah, it's not going to be the same.
It has to make sense to somebody who never played the game. You don't got time to go all the way back from the beginning and talk about the stuff. It's the lore.
Or the cartoon that they did or whatever.
I'm telling you, it's great. I said before, the CGI, I forgive it. Episode 3 looks good. The aliens always look good. They talk well. They made their own language. The little white girl is killer.
That bitch is savage.
She had those worms on them. Like, I was like, man.
Savage, nigga.
I was like,
yes.
first of all, you ain't got no protocol for motherfuckers getting off the boat. I would have had that bitch. Bow, bow, bow. Legs down, bitch. Fuck that. Shoot.
Savage, nigga.
Like,
That
yo.
girl ain't no joke.
Yeah. So we know she got powers now. So now I'm like, does Master Chief got powers?
Is he gonna after touching the ring?
I said he could open it.
Artifacts, can he? And that's gonna be the great thing, finding out what's gonna go on with these when he gets with his team. And mind you, they're already surgically enhanced.
Right.
And then you put the suit on, which can't really be penetrated. And now if you want to put abilities into it,
it's getting wild. You haven't seen the third one, but the third one's pretty good. I'm happy they got the girl out there. She acting crazy.
wait, that's what you had to see.
Yeah.
Okay, why is she with these aliens? And they really
right
looking at her with respect, but they killing every that
They
first episode nigga, was like, I don't know. It was like, hey, we're gonna go back to the dragon shit. Like when Drago went off on the Lannister entourage, when he torched all them niggas,
Exactly.
killed all the guys. I mean, like, episode 1, I think like 30 people died.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Kids included.
Kids
Included.
Yeah,
To
they
show
was-
you the savagery of this alien race.
and it wasn't many of them too. They just said they was how big they could move stuff, and it showed you how the Spartans were too. Everything made sense. Everything made sense to it. I love how they attacked the show from the middle. Yes, we already got Spartans. We'll give you some background. We'll know what's up. You know what I'm
Bits and
saying?
pieces here and there.
Right.
You know Halo, we ain't got to go way back. We're just going to give you bits and pieces.
Exactly.
Quick little flashbacks, whatever, but we want to keep you here.
Exactly. Yeah. They got a winner. They did it well. They there to hit. They're here to compete. Paramount is here to compete.
The only one that didn't hit off for them is the 1883.
Was
Which,
1883?
all right, so.
Was that a time travel thing?
No. All right, so the greed, and hopefully they learn from this, the greed of a show, of a studio. They have Yellowstone, which is Tevin Costner, fucking O'Brien, like phenomenal actors and actresses, great script, killing, all this other stuff. So they get greedy with it. Let's go back and tell how the Duttons got their rich lands and all this other stuff. So then that's when they came out with 1883.
See.
Yeah,
we don't need to go
which
backwards.
they already came out and said it won't be a season 2, which is why I refused to finish season 1, which is I think is very good.
We don't need to go backwards in the lore about that.
So
If they just
hopefully they
gangs
learned their
killing
lesson
each
from
other.
that situation and they won't do it again.
Yeah.
But all the other shows are good.
Yeah.
They are good. So we'll go into details next week about this, and then there's some another show I want you guys bring to you guys' attention on Netflix, which is starring my man Omari, who for you guys who is Ghost, and Taney, who's a phenomenal actress. You guys remember back in the days when I don't know if it was Showtime or what network it was when she played all these different characters. When she had a split personality. The United States of Tara. Yes, she's a phenomenal actress, and she's starring in that. Something's going on with their daughter, so I'm going to bring that to your attention. We'll talk about that next week. Any last things before we get out of here?
Nah, that's it, man. That's it.
Hey, man, we'll see y'all tomorrow, actually. Brand new time and day for A Better Man. And there's a TV show I'm going to talk about that I didn't want to talk about here. We're going to talk about next week, but we're going to bring it. Talk about it tomorrow, but we're going to bring it home because we're going to talk about giving your spouse ultimatums. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all later. Peace.